Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all globe. Kumusta kayo mga kabayan? It's sunny in New York. It's Wednesday. It's my Monday, but guess what? I only working 3 days this week. It's a part of my days off last week. I feel stronger. This past 2 days, I said like I want to just take it easy because I want to enjoy my 4 day weekend. Last week I had a 3 day weekend. I didn't enjoy. I was one day I enjoyed, and the second day I was in the bed, and another day I was still in the bed and recovering. But now this week I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy spending time with the family, running the business, and with everything that make it like I always do business and pleasure. So now we're gonna do some business. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I have my business partners here. Got Pia in upstate and Dia all the way to London. How are you, ladies? Good morning.
Good
Morning, Pia.
morning.
Yeah, I'm fine. Morning, morning, everyone watching on this wonderful Wednesday. Happy to see you once again. I say the name dear Kenneth. I'm also a business owner. Today in United Kingdom, it's the weather is very bright and lovely. Even yesterday, I was like strolling around because the weather looks so nice and the same thing applicable today. I'm happy that we already in summer. Let me put it like that. So, sorry, there we have a very wonderful topic for you this wonderful Wednesday. How your life experience, how is it going to shape you, or how it has shaped you? I just want you to sit down and check and learn from this, and you have to got one or two things that will really change you and also motivate you in whatever you're doing. So, my lovely Pierre, what you got to tell our audience this afternoon?
Yeah, so we nice to thank you guys for joining us. We truly appreciate it. Wherever you are on your way, it is 8:20 here, so maybe you're coming back home or on your way taking your kids to school. We want to show you today how your lived message, the life that you have lived, allows for an offer that you have to make or a business that you want to create without oversharing, without us, pretending to be anything more than you need to be, and without trying to sound like somebody else, because again, it's your experience, it's what you've lived through. And it's that's what's most validating. It's believing that you can build something from your experience, because somebody might feel stuck. They do not know or what that perfect advice is. They want somebody who can be there, find a way, show them the way through. So, Mark, take it away.
Oh my goodness! So you giving me because I'm a parent here.
Yep.
I bet you I got two kids, and I bet you I got a lot of experience, right? Okay, I got you, Pia. I got you. So you know we're gonna talk about uh, we'll talk about live experience become your greatest asset, right? What's that? So well, I'm from New York. Not originally from Manila, but I'm here now. I mean, 23 years in New York. I said I'm from Queens now. You asked me where I'm from. I'm from Queens, New York. Yo, what's up? You know. So in the New York City, the weather keep changing, the situations keep coming. But all those things happening around you, you get up and strong. Sometimes in the train, when you're riding in the train was delayed. You're gonna go jump to another train, or they said if you miss the stop and then go to another one and come back. So you're learning all those things because you got experience already. You don't just like, oh my god, I missed my train. What I'm gonna do now? Labor boy, then go jump to another train. You know, you got a lot of experience. And then me as a parent too. I got two kids before when I had my daughter, when my daughter was sick, I'm so worried. Sorry, oh my daughter was sick like that. This is my message to someone who have like starting a family. You know, kids always getting those sick. Like fever, flu. It's all normal with the kids. So parents just I know how you're feeling. I know I feel in the same way before. Like especially when the kids are having those teeth. They cry so much. Because we don't know what we're gonna do, but that's normal. And also when the kids go into the school too, you're gonna encounter that someone, the kids have, gonna have some sick from the school, but that's all normal. So I'm saying everything like based of that experience, and then now in the business, right? We talk about the business, right? We always go with the training side. We always do those training. We listen to the webinar. We have a meeting with the coach, the mentor. But sometimes when the situation come to you, when last time with my business partners helping me to close a contract, and then I said, my coach said, "Oh, can you help me because can you help her because I'm kind of busy." I was at work and I help her. And then my coach said, "How you did it?" And we never talk about that. I said, because it happened to me. So I learn, I know how to go step by step now. And they say, "Oh wow." I say, "Yeah." For me, I learned something like, you can learn, you have to learn everything, but until you experience the situation, and that's gonna be master. That's why I said, learning, keep studying is good, and you need to go master. And then when situation comes, you just gotta go, you know what? I know this thing. So let's see my business partner was take this morning. Pia, what's your thought?
Yeah, I think for us, we really have to understand that you're not starting from scratch. Most people think, oh, you start a side hustle and you're starting from scratch. You don't know what you're doing because you put so many limitations on you. But it can be so freeing if you understand, and when you start to understand what we mean by lived experiences. We do certain things every day. Okay, so for instance, somebody says, "Oh, I'm too late in starting this." But recognize that you have some information on how to probably handle specifically how do you relate and talk to people in a manner that is conversational versus that type of thing. That comes very much an important thing when you're now online and you're out, you may feel out of your element, and you're talking to somebody who's like, "I don't know about you people," that type of feeling, that type of energy that comes at you. Because it's now a matter of, okay, so how do I take that experience that I already have and turn it around that they can see I'm succeeding, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And your learned experiences can come from different ways. It can come from burnout and recovery. It could come from starting over in a new career, building confidence, after failure, losing weight. What if you lost weight and you kept it off? And now because you had the opportunity to work from home and do other things, what about working from home? That is the lived experience that most people have when they start a digital online business. They're taking care of their family, they're doing certain things. So rebuilding, all of those things are lived experiences that we have, and we want to be able to better understand what does that look like. I think the 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 most important thing that people want to understand is that I've been where you are. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to want something more. And here is how I'm winning with it, right? That is what your lived experience as it applies to digital business is all about. It is about building that trust. It is about, yes, you could say, okay, not that I was not struggling, but maybe I was overwhelmed and maybe I was doing some inconsistent things in my career. And this is now how I've turned it around and I'm doing something different. I think, it's that's where I come from with this. It's just also important for us to put certain things in perspective, Mark.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, Dia, what's your thought?
Yeah, thank you, Mark. My colleagues have said it all, but there's something I just want to chip into our audience that are watching us today. Most people talk that success comes from what you learn in school. But the answer is not all that truth. Success comes from that's greatest assets that life have taught you. Those challenges, those setback, the disappointment. Remember, all those moments are just training for you. But I want you to know that life experience shapes you on who you are. it shapes your mindset. It's also give you a story that nobody can be able to duplicate it. You are the one that pass it is in you. The hero is in you. You know what you have gone through. So you know how to work out with it. Nobody is going to duplicate it. This is your story. And in this situation, it brings out the real you in you. It makes you whom you are in whatever you want to do in your business. You say, yes, I've gone through this. These are where my setback. These were the mistakes I made. And what am I going to do with? They say experience is the best teacher itself. So whenever, whatever you're going through in your business, this online business, more especially, or in anything you're going to do, those mistakes you made, those setbacks you made, don't mistake even when you want to send that message, it's not well being composed. You are like, God, how am I going to do it? In those one or two things, you pick out your mistake, and the next time you come out, boom, shining. And I want you to know that your mistakes and that your story, someone else is there ready to learn from that. So don't ever feel bad or you made a mistake. Everybody's bound to make mistake. So, but what am I trying to say? They say that somebody may fall 7 times, but the truth is that don't be on the ground whenever you fall. Get up, brush yourself. So that your mistake is the best assist. It's what gives you what you want. It's what made you who you are. It's what others are waiting side by to learn and to stand out and say, if this person can get up from this, I will get up. So, beloved one, it's not all that you learn in school will make you to succeed. It's your personal experience. So don't be discouraged when you're going some challenges. These are those training, and those training makes you whom you are, and those training bring out whom you want to be. So, beloved one, my colleagues have said it all. I'm just trying to summarize the topic that your experience is the best asset that you have, that will give you, that will launch you to limelight, that will make you to be whom you want to be. And I know with this viewpoint of mine and my colleagues ones, you will know that yes, wherever you are not making a mistake. You will come out. But only thing, promise me, you're not gonna be on the ground. You are bound to fall, but don't stay on the ground. Get up. Somebody wants to experience how you fall and how you get up. And with that, that person can be able also to amend him or herself, also achieve his goal. Because we are here today in this online business to bring men and women up to know that there is a way out apart from your work. There is something kicking, and you are here to apply it. We love you all. Hello, Mike. What do you have to say to our audience?
Yes, that's really true. Your experience build connection. People don't connect because perfection. They connect because you're authentic. So just being you, you know, try. Like we always said, you guys, try. If you want some changes, analyze your situation, analyze yourself. Just change it. You want to go change a little bit, go change it. You want to get a little better, see what is coming from and want to go to change it. And then if you fail, it's okay. Get up. You know, I was listening in the business webinar yesterday, and then there's a lady from Arab, and she said, you know, she's not succeeding, and then when she wants said, I want this business, and she kept trying and trying and trying, but guess what? After she don't give up, it rise up. She's a top owner right now. Because I said, you know what, I have to do this. If you want, when you're making decision, or you're doing something, you want it, right? You need to have the desire that I want this, and you always said you claim it, and always say thank you if you're not having it. Imagine your place in situation of success. So believe in yourself, and I know you got this. So this for us for now. We see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Bye, guys.